2026, the year that the volume of decentralized exchanges will surpass the volume of centralized exchanges. And centralized exchanges know this because they are creating decentralized exchanges in massive amounts. And Binance did it too. They created their own decentralized exchange called Aster DEX. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use Aster DEX for your trading. And if you do not use a decentralized exchange yet, you definitely should consider using one, as the trust of centralized exchanges is depleting over the past couple of years, and decentralized exchanges, the numbers don't lie guys, is the future. And the earlier that you're there, the more you can profit from this big shift. To create an account, go to the official Aster DEX website. I have an affiliate link down below in the description. Always make sure you visit the real URL. Once you land on the Aster website, of course, you need to connect your wallet. That's how it works with a decentralized exchange. And actually, once you're familiar with this process, it's actually way easier to use than a centralized exchange, guys. But here we go. Connect wallet. Then you can check whether you want to use MetaMask or you want to use Binance Wallet, Brave Wallet. You can also, of course, create an account with an email. Then Aster will create a third-party wallet for you. In our case, we are going to use MetaMask, probably the most used third-party wallet. Then you click connect. Send request, approve. Now you got an account. It's so easy, guys. It's really that simple. And if you don't have a third-party wallet, make sure to download MetaMask from the Google Chrome store. The interface of Aster looks very similar as to the interface of many exchanges. In a second, we are going to open a trade. Let's first go a bit over all the details from the Aster DEX. We have here the perpetuals, we have here Shield. Shield is a crazy future where you can open leverage trades of over 1000x. Aster DEX has a spot market as well. You have a portfolio tracker, guys. This is very nice because here you can see exactly how much volume you are doing, how much profit you are generating or losses, and basically all the details from your account. They have a referral program where you can earn a 10% rebate from your signups. What we often see on these decentralized exchanges, which is very interesting right now, is going on Aster as well, that they have some airdrop campaigns. So when you just use the platform, when you trade, when you have some funds in your decentralized exchange, maybe you stake something, you actually generate points, and these points eventually result in an airdrop. This airdrop goes on until at least February 2026. But the idea is that they really want to incentivize people to use the decentralized exchange, and this of course in time also helps driving a lot of users to these decentralized exchanges, as we are seeing this less on centralized platforms. You can create grid bots over on Aster as well. They also have the Rocket Launch feature, which is kind of like a launch pad for a cryptocurrency exchange. So you can actually trade early stage crypto projects and earn some rewards. This is again, of course, to incentivize volume going into certain projects. But yeah, guys, we are here for the perpetuals. So if we want to trade, of course, the very first thing we need to do, we need to deposit. So we need to deposit from our MetaMask into Aster. Therefore, we click right here on deposit. You select the chain that you want to use to deposit, and you can select your token right here. We are going to deposit US dollar Tether, as that is what we are going to use to open a position. Right here, you can select the amount. Then you click on approve. You sign it. Now we can see the available balance right here. You can also see it when you click on your wallet address. Now let's open a trade. And let me first explain you a little bit about the order interface. Okay, so first of all, you have to select whether you want to do cross margin or isolated margin. I think most of you know the difference, but cross margin is basically the margin that you are putting in the trade will be used from all tokens that you have on this exchange in your perpetual wallet. Isolated is that you only use the margin that you put in this trade in the order that we are going to do right now. I'm kind of like a traditional guy. I like isolated because I just want to, if I want to add margin to my trade, I'll just do that myself later on by adding or reducing in the trade. I don't like cross that much, but for some trading strategies, it might be way better. And in some cases, when you are profit on a other trade, you can actually actually use that profit of that other trade to put as margin into another trade. So in a lot of ways it can make sense. Like I said, I'm more the traditional dude. I like to keep it isolated. The thing is, you got to put it on single asset mode. So therefore we got to click right here. Instead of multi-asset mode, click on single asset mode. And then we can actually set it to isolated right here. Then next to it, you can select the amount of leverage. The max leverage is 200x. I find that, of course, way too high. That is a little bit gambling, but I think 10x can be actually nice for a trade. So we can click confirm right here. So we have right now a isolated margin with a 10x leverage. Now let's have a look at the order types, guys. We have, of course, a market order, which is the most easiest, will be executed directly at the best available market price. We have a limit order, which is an order that will be executed at the limit price. Here we have some other options: a stop limit, a stop market, a trailing stop, and post only. These are conditional orders. So for example, a stop limit order is basically a limit order that will only be placed in the order book once it reaches the stop price. So on other exchanges, this is called a conditional order. I actually like the word conditional order more. Stop limit sounds a little bit confusing for me. Then we have a post only as well. Post only, guys, is actually a very good future, because this makes sure that your limit order remains a limit order. So normally when you would open a limit order right here, which is, for example, we want to long and the limit order is below the current Bitcoin price, it will execute as a market order, because the system will see, oh, he wants to open at this specific price, but the price is actually higher. So it will take directly liquidity out of the order book, which eventually will result in a market order because it goes directly instant, which basically means that you pay more fees. So with a post only, you can actually prevent that, and you can actually set a limit order and then make sure that it's only executed as a limit order. Okay, so let's start with a limit order, guys, just to say that, let's say if Bitcoin reaches 86,500, we want to open a long position. We just want to go with the whole account wide 100%. Then we can set, if we want, already a take profit and stop loss. We're not are going to do that. We're just going to set by long. Then you can click here. You can see the order confirmation, the price 86,500. True, the quantity is 8,500, because that is the amount, the margin that we put in, which is everything that we just deposited, times 10x leverage, which is the isolated leverage, of course, isolated margin. So we just use all the margin that we have and then put a 10x leverage on it. Click on buy long. Now when you go to open orders, guys, sometimes you need to refresh the page just to let you know. But then you'll go to open orders and you'll see this order there. So if Bitcoin right now comes down to 86,500, we will be in this long position. That's how a limit order works. If you want to trade directly, which is what actually most people do, you do that with a market order. Right, the market order executes directly. So let's say Bitcoin, we're thinking that Bitcoin actually going to go down right now. Then we select market order. We do, let's say 100%. Right here, we click on sell short. Then we click on sell short again after the order confirmation. And right now it is in our open position. So this is a position that right now is open. And here we can see the symbol. Which position do we have? Bitcoin, of course. What is the size? What is the entry price? What is the mark price? So what is the price right now? The margin that we have been using, isolated again, they clarify that right here. Our liquidation price, very important as well, because we open a short, we actually speculate that the price of Bitcoin is going to decrease. So if the price goes up, it goes against what we're actually speculating to. If you use leverage, it always comes with a liquidation price. So if Bitcoin reaches 95,000 US dollars, we lose all the margin from the trade. Here we can see the P&L, that stands for profit and loss. You can actually share that as well. So you can just click on the share button, and then you can share this image on socials if you like so. if you like to do so. Here you can again, of course, set your take profit and stop loss. You could do that when opening the order directly. You can of course adjust this later as well. So here you can select the price, of course, where you want to take profits. Let's say we want to do that at 85,000. Then you can see our profit and loss. Our profit in this case would be $882 US. In terms of ROI, it would be a 21% gain, right? So you can, for example, do it by setting, I just want to have 25% gain, then it will set the take profit price automatically, right? You can also say, for example, I just want to lose $100 on this trade, right? Then it will create the stop loss price already for you. If I click on confirm, which we can do, let's say we don't want to lose more than 500 on this trade, right, which would bring the stop loss at 91,960. You just click on confirm. Then right here you can see the take profit and the stop loss. I actually like this. This is very nice in the user interface design. It gives a good overview on where it's going to take profits, where it's going to have a stop loss. You'll also find this in the open order section. Then we have a reverse button, guys. This is what exchanges like a lot when you start doubting your position and you think like, okay, I actually did a short position, but the price goes up and I think actually the price is going to go up. I want to reverse. I want to change this position into a long position. You can do that. You can click on reverse. It will close the current position with a market order and it will then open with the same amount a long position with a market order as well. So take care that it will cost a little bit of fees. If you want to close a trade, you can do that with a limit or with a market order. Again, with a limit order, the price first needs to meet the limit price for you to close your position. With a market order, you will close your position directly at the order book, at the liquidity from the order book. We are going to do that right now. So we click on market. Here you can select how much you want to close for this position. We are just going to close the whole position. We click on confirm. Right now we are out of our position and you can see directly that the open orders, the take profit and stop loss that we just set, are also gone because they belonged to that position. So guys, that's how easy it is to trade on decentralized exchanges. And I gotta say it again and again, every DEX that I'm trying, the process is so easy. It's actually way easier than using a centralized exchange, and I think that's really reflecting in the numbers of users on decentralized exchanges. And that's why I think that this year 2026 will be the year that we are going to see more volume on decentralized exchanges than on centralized exchanges. If you want to withdraw your funds back into your third-party wallet, you click on your wallet address, you click on withdraw, then you can select from your perpetual account you want to withdraw everything back to your third-party wallet. Which chain? You can also select, do you want to receive it on Arbitrum? Do you want to receive it on ERC20? I will do ERC20. I'll withdraw everything. Then we click on withdrawal right here. We click on confirm. And guys, the on-chain transaction is confirmed. I checked my wallet. The money is in my wallet. It literally took 5 seconds. That's pretty crazy because that's how decentralization works, guys. And with a centralized exchange, sometimes you have a pending review, a security checking. But with a decentralized exchange, you just click withdraw and it's instantly, depending of course which decentralized exchange you are using, but it's instantly back into your account. There is no third party that is basically approving or checking that transaction. The system does it automatically. That's how a decentralized exchange works. And that's why so many people like it, because you don't have to ask for permission to get your funds back. You just click the withdraw button. So guys, is Aster DEX a good exchange to use for decentralized trading? And definitely, it's one of the better decentralized exchanges, 100%. It's backed by Binance, right? One of the biggest players in the scene. It has a 24-hour trading volume of $2 billion US, which means that it's pretty high. It's liquid enough to create a smooth trading experience. But I definitely want to mention that in terms of decentralized exchanges, my personal favorite is Apex Omni. This is the decentralized exchange that is backed by Bybit. The thing is, I in the past had some troubles, or I'm not the biggest fan of the Binance centralized exchange, but I never had any problems with Bybit. And when Apex Omni is being backed by Bybit, I have a better feeling for this exchange. The trading volume might be slightly lower than Aster, but I think the profile of the volume looks way more interesting, as we can see that Apex is increasing in trading volume. There are more and more people using this, while Aster has seen quite since its launch after the hype only a decrease in trading volume. I made a separate video on this as well. I'll leave a link down below in the description where I compare all the decentralized exchanges together, and for me the clear winner is Apex Omni. It has enough liquidity, it is in the top exchanges in terms of liquidity, it has the most futures that is offering, it is a growing exchange instead of shrinking, and it has more trading pairs than other exchanges like Aster DEX. If that's something you're interested in, make sure to check out my Apex Omni tutorial. I'll leave a link down below. If you join Apex Omni with my affiliate link, then you'll receive a 5% discount on your trading fees as well. But if Binance was your go-to centralized exchange and you like Binance, definitely check out Aster, guys. I have a link to Aster down below in the description as well. Check it out. Decentralization is definitely going to be such a huge part in the coming years, and we are right now definitely at the shift. And if you are not using a decentralized exchange right now, then definitely consider using one if you are a trader, of course, because this shift is happening with or without you. People are just going to go to places where they are being treated better, and you are treated better because you have more control on a decentralized exchange rather than on a centralized exchange. Guys, if you learned anything from this video, then leave a thumbs up. That's very much appreciated. If you have at this point any questions regarding Aster DEX, maybe about other decentralized exchanges, let me know in the comment section down below and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye!